right, welcome, Good Enough,ers, to a very, very special episode of the Good Enough Gaming Podcast.
Where am I?
Yeah. Why is it so special? First of all, once again, we're all together in the same room. We're actually in a freaking studio. It's actually pretty sweet. And we're actually sitting here with reps from one of the biggest gaming events in the country. Chris and Marc here with the GameCon Canada. Guys.
Hello. Nice to be here.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for the invite.
Of course.
And you are hitting up Calgary 23rd to 25th of June for the GameCon.
Yes, sir. BMO Center.
Oh man,
The entire place.
I mean, I can do the radio pitch for it if you want.
Let's hear it.
All right, here we go. GameCon Canada, powered by TELUS, coming at you at the BMO Center live, June 23rd to 25th. 250,000 square feet of gaming. We got to get everyone down there having fun, playing games, watching cosplay, participating in esports, playing board games. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about today, and we only have an hour and a half to do it, so let's get to it.
And he just took my job.
And that's it. See you guys.
Do we just need to go?
It's been a slice, you guys. It's been fun.
Yeah,
He's too good looking for radio. Oh goodness.
That was great. Maybe you can take the. So we need to make sure that we take this street fight to the mics. We might need to Warhammer out a few details for the coming days and the fortnites that are ahead. I believe, I promise that it'll be a smash, bro.
Nice.
Technically, the show is in a fortnight.
It is. So that
Nailed it.
surprisingly accurate, Daryl.
You're welcome.
So first of all, we introduced you guys a little bit. What's your actual name and title, I guess?
I'll start, I guess.
Yeah, go for it.
So, Chris Meyer, and I'm the CEO for Maybell Consulting, and we're a large-scale events company here in Alberta. And we are tackling GameCon Canada. This is our event, our baby, and our crowning jewel. So,
It is a large scale event by the look of it. My God.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, even just the pictures of the floor and everything, it's quite impressive. And the fact that we're putting this all together in Calgary is amazing because it's local.
Yeah, it's been, I'm Marc Belisle. I'm the vice president of the company. And this is 2 years of our team's life have gone into this because if you do any research on gaming conferences, especially B2C, right? So business to consumer, there really isn't much for us in Canada, right? So to convince these companies to travel from around the world to give Canada a shot was a challenge. It was fun. It was stressful. Can I start with one of my favorite stories?
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's go.
So Chris and I, we met with the Warhammer Global Events team several times. And we like to pride ourselves on, our pitch decks and, our visuals and what it could look like, right? So we had the whole thing down and we meet a couple people from Warhammer and we go through the whole thing. It's right. GameCon Canada, powered by TELUS, is going to bring the community, it's 8 minutes, we have it down, right?
Yeah.
And finally, okay, guys, well, you got to talk to the head guy. He makes the decisions. I'm like, okay. So we get on the Zoom call. I'm getting ready to press my play button, and he just cuts everyone off in the middle of the Zoom call, and he's just like, you have 30 seconds. And we're like, what? And so Chris and I are looking at each other in the Zoom call because we're not at the same room. We're just like, and we just go, right? And it was just like anything we could vomit out in 30 seconds about the future of gaming and Canada's a viable market and, Warhammer's so many fans, blah, 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 blah. I think we went probably 45 seconds. He was like, hey, I like these guys, we're in. And then he's gone, and then we just continue on with the rest of the team. It was like,
Oh my God.
I can't believe that just happened.
Surprised they didn't send you a mini. They're like, paint this.
Yeah.
You have 30 seconds.
This better be perfect.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was really, that was quite stressful.
Well, and this is the first, obviously research and snooping you guys a little bit beforehand, but this is the first event that they've been at in Canada.
Period. That was the big feather in our hat, right? Was the fact that they've never done anything. Like one of the biggest accolades that we got from other companies were like, how did you guys get Games Workshop to do this?
Yeah.
They're an amazing company, but they just don't come down here. And it was that way with a few of the companies, but that was the big one that kind of started tipping the scales and getting people to turn their heads and going, okay, wow, they've got TELUS. Check.
Yeah.
But, honestly, TELUS, we got Rogers Media as well. Great, check. But if you don't have the big companies, you got to get a couple of them to get the rest of them to start taking it seriously.
They don't mess around. Like when they
take
were
notes.
like, we're coming.
Yeah.
It was like, okay. And then they gave us their strategy, what they were bringing. It's like, okay, so we need 9,000 square feet. We were just like, yeah, I think we,
of course you do.
Well, that'll be so easy.
We'll see what we can do.
Put you over in the Saddle Dome.
But yeah, they went, and it's so cool because the Warhammer community, the tabletop community is just amazing, right? For what they're bringing. But it's 9,000 square feet. So when you walk in the door, you're going to see a 12-foot Warhammer Space Marine. He's got a great chip.
Wow.
He's got his gun up there. He's doing his thing. You walk past that. Then you got their Forge World store. That's all their retail stuff. And cool thing about that is they're just releasing the new rule set. Right. So it couldn't be better timing.
Just
fresh.
If you're into Warhammer, you want to get the new cool stuff. That's what they're bringing to GameCon Canada.
Wow.
Then they got a 2,500 square foot paint and take. And that is nuts. So that is a free activation where attendees just line up. They've got their industry experts all in the center. They give you free Warhammer miniatures. They teach you how to paint it, and you take it home as a keepsake.
Dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm going to let Chris do the last part.
And then they're bringing a 4,000 square foot laser tag arena where all the gear's after 40K.
Yo.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's going to be, so we gutted the entire Palomino room. That whole place is gutted, and that is going to be the Warhammer 40K laser tag arena. Leaderboards, the whole 9 yards. Canada's never seen this. It's
That was another good story from us because we're like,
Game on.
This is the panel room section where it usually is. That's where people have panels.
Yeah.
To be most center.
Yeah.
So Chris and I were just like,
No.
do we want to have 9 functioning panel rooms or do we want to have a Warhammer laser tag? Scrap it! It's Warhammer laser tag! Let's go!
No brainer.
Yeah, exactly. So we built a panel stage on the other side, right? Because we do love panels. We think they're super important. But I mean, who doesn't want to play Warhammer laser tag?
Sign me up.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super fun.
I think we'll be hitting that up.
I think we'll be throwing the gauntlet down. Whoever wants to challenge us.
Guaranteed.
I'll fight some 10-year-olds.
Definitely. Disclaimer, the Warhammer Laser Tag Arena is for people of 13 years and older.
Oh, okay.
10-year-old, sorry.
I can take a 13-year-old too.
Just want to set your expectations, right?
That's
No
right.
easy marks.
Yeah. That's a good point.
The other big thing here I'm looking at, because I'm looking at this list of stuff, the amount of tournaments that you guys have here
Yeah, crazy.
over the weekend is nuts.
Impressive.
So I'll just list them off here quick for the viewers. So we got Mario Kart 8, which I know you guys had mentioned you're also doing a bit of a local event for as well.
Yep.
You've got Street Fighter 6, which when this comes out,
Just came
will
out.
be
about a
what?
week before.
Yeah, it's like just coming out. Smash Bros. Everyone go crazy.
Yeah.
Valorant, Yu-Gi-Oh! Classic,
Yeah.
Magic, Pokemon, Fall Guys,
Yes.
I'm not entering that one.
Rocket League, and of course Fortnite.
So there's a couple things I'd like to mention about this because it's pretty cool. So Street Fighter and Smash Brothers, they're being run by a company called the Gaming Stadium, right? We're in business with them, and they are absolutely fantastic company. So they have a 1,600 square foot gaming booth. That's where all the preliminary matches happen.
Right.
And then the top prize is $500, whoever takes the top prize. We have secondary prizes from all our sponsors, Razors, MSI. Like it's crazy the prize pools we have. But the big thing is that whoever gets to win said tournaments from Street Fighter and Smash Brothers, they're going to battle it out on the mega stage on Sunday. And P.S. for anyone that hasn't researched and doesn't know our mega stage, it's 118 feet long, 24 feet tall, 4K LED wall.
It's gigantic.
It's ridiculous.
You couldn't have made it bigger? Like, come on.
Yeah, well,
We rented every LED board in the city. It is what it is.
Just feel like Barney Stinson with his wall TV.
and we should do a shout out for Calgary. That's Beema Visuals. They're
That's
a Calgary-based company
Way to
that
go.
is doing this for us.
awesome.
So that is super cool. We can support local, we can. Sorry, Chris.
No, man, I was just going to say that besides all the awesome tournaments, too, it has to be said that the tournament part is awesome, but people are just going to come and play games. It's not just tournaments, right?
Yeah.
You know, you don't need to be competitive. There's going to be so many gaming companies just demoing. You can step up and play, just have fun. Because I think for us, we're trying to help Memory Express and a few organizations build esports up in Alberta. And we need to do that by creating, awareness around esports and have people having fun with it. not going and playing, getting dumpstered by some,
Yeah,
pro Street Fighter player, and then you had no fun, and you're like, I'm out of here, right? Like there'll be something for everybody. So
Less sweaty,
So it's
more
not,
good
not
enough.
just for sweat.
Yeah.
You just got to be good enough.
I think that's the biggest misconception a lot of people have with gaming events in general is they look at tournaments, they look at a lot of these big event spaces.
scares
and they
them
go,
away.
Like, holy shit, I can't.
Dude's coming out of their basement just for this.
Exactly. It's like, I got a job, I got kids, whatever it is. Like, I can't put 15 hours a day into playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
8.5 maximum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
I
fair.
got stuff to do. I got stuff to do.
It's my work day.
The fact that it's for everybody, it just seems a lot more accessible, and I think that's going to be what surprises a lot of folks, especially in Calgary here, is just how open and accessible it is for everybody. So,
Well, Chris is he's our CEO, but he's also I'll have to say, the top mind for marketing in the company. And he always hammered in. So anytime we did a design, a video, a radio bit, it's like, if it doesn't say, play hundreds of free video games and board games, I'm going to scrap it every time. That has to be
Immediate
the message, right? Like, walk in the door and you're going to play hundreds of free board games and video games all weekend long. That is the message, right? And then we have all the other cool stuff on top of it, right? So,
And it sounds like it'll be like worth your while then for,
Well, I mean, there's a lot of cons I think we've all been to, right? And we wanted to make sure that this one was full of immersive experience. I love all the cons. I'm not knocking any cons, but we didn't want people to spend, $45 to get in the door and then have to go and spend another X amount of dollars to see a celebrity get a signature, and then turn around the other direction and go spend another $300 on cool trinkets and swag and whatever, right? Like, we wanted people to go, hey, I can actually spend $45 and come in here, spend 6 hours playing and demoing hundreds of games, and then our celebrities too, like they're
Daryl would pay $45 to get at the front of the line.
Hey.
yeah. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about kind of the lineup that
I'm gonna kick that over to our CEO, Chris.
It's pretty damn impressive.
He does all the celebrities. I don't get to talk to celebrities. I get nervous and I put my foot in my mouth. So we've lost a few because of me. So that's why I just...
You're doing really well in front of us.
Doing great.
I'm sweating, man. I'm not showing it. I'm keeping it together.
We've done a lot of, we do, like with our Maybell Consulting, we do a lot of work with celebrities historically, but with this event, I can't even. I want to mention somebody we almost have. I'm not going to do it because then it's we'll talk about it later next year.
The one that got away.
The one that got away. We got Odette Fair is coming, which he was our first one we locked down was Odette Fair.
Yeah.
And Odette Fair is, I mean, anyone who's seen The Mummy or Resident Evil or Star Trek or you know what I mean. Like it goes on, and the guy is amazing. He's so nice. He's coming for the entire 3 days. We've worked with a lot of celebrities who are very like bougie and like diva like and that's not him. He's like, he wants all our celebrities we've handpicked that are going to want to get involved with the crowd, and they're actually doing a lot of things with the crowd, playing games with the crowd, not just signing autographs.
Oh yeah.
What's Odette doing on Saturday?
So Odette he's doing a really cool thing with Warhammer. He's going to be doing a paint and take. Oh, sorry about that.
It's all good.
So he's going to be doing a paint and take with Play on Tabletop. And if you guys don't know who that is, they're, I think, the second largest Warhammer streamer in the world.
YouTube channel in the world.
Yeah,
Okay.
period.
No big deal.
And so they're going to be with him on stage doing an interactive with the crowd. He'll be painting his first Warhammer miniature and getting the crowd's involvement, like what color should I paint? Just kind of getting people involved and making them a part of the experience, not just there he is, go pay some money and sign an autograph, right? Claire Kramer, she's the host of our show. If you don't know who she is, she's fantastic. She's from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Bring It On.
Yeah, Bring It On. She's been in a whole bunch of movies. And actually, she owns one of the top social media companies, I think, in Hollywood or something like that. We actually got her doing our social media because in a first-year con, you need some help. It's tough to get it going in that first year. And she hosts all the major celebrities out there at all the cons in the U.S. Deborah Ann Wool. She's like blowing our stuff up right now, right? So True Blood, Daredevil, Punisher. I think she's God of War. I think she's filming a movie right now for Marvel. So,
well, we know she's filming a movie now because she couldn't make the Friday gig. So she's like, she's coming Saturday, Sunday.
I can't wait for her to meet me.
I'm like, it's gonna be great.
Daryl was already excited when that announcement.
Daryl, that's in her contract. We've already.
Okay, good. Yes, perfect.
Yeah, that's great.
Nora Ibrahim, she's an up and comer. So I think a lot of people they're not going to know who she is at first. I think there's quite a few that do know who she is from.
Absolutely.
She's D&D critical bard. Like she's friends with Matt Mercer, so she does a lot of in that world.
Yeah.
Vampire the Masquerade.
Yeah, but she is an up and comer. Like I can't tell you the movies because we've been NDA'd. She's in some big movies coming up in 8 or 9 months from now.
Okay.
People are gonna be like,
They're gonna recognize her.
yes,
Oh, yes.
yeah, big
Hey,
time.
that girl was in Calgary.
Yeah.
I know her.
I painted Warhammer with her.
And Omega Jones, critical bard, same thing as
Awesome.
Nora, right? They're he's doing big in D&D. So
And we should mention this because this is super cool. So, I mean, and this is for anyone that, I mean, because we're doing 50% video games, 50% tabletop games, the stuff that I'm about to mention is so cool for anyone that's into tabletop because when we got told this was a possibility, so Jason Azevedo, he's our Celebrity Dungeon Master host, right?
Yep. Yeah.
I'm completely jealous of his life. Jason, if you ever hear this, I hate you all at the same time. Because when we're emailing back and forth, like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm mailing 200 people off a spreadsheet for vendors to make sure they got all their power requirements. What are you doing? Oh, I'm doing D3 in a castle, like, in Europe. I'm like, give me a break.
with celebrities,
Yeah,
and,
like-
you're just like, oh man.
But anyway, so he's going to be hosting this. And I don't know if you guys know this game called Gloomhaven.
Yeah.
So for anyone at home that doesn't know, Gloomhaven was like one of the most successful Kickstarter, games ever. Only to be dummied by Frosthaven, which was its sequel. And they have on June 20th starting a Kickstarter for their RPG. And GameCon Canada gets a first look at it with all our celebrities playing it live on the mega stage.
What?
That's
Yep,
wicked.
that's gonna be June 24th
God.
from 3 till 6.
That's
So
awesome.
how cool is that?
We'll be there.
All right. Sign me up.
That is like super fun. And then we also
sick.
have, I guess that would be Sunday, so I'm just looking at my schedule. So we have Dice Throne Adventures also. That's happening on Sunday with the same cast. So it's just cool to see these celebrities, take part of a role, do character acting live on stage.
Yeah.
And I mean, we'll have the whole thing filmed. We got robocams off, that whole thing. It's going to be
Right.
streamed live. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Has anyone played Dice Throne here?
I have not.
No, I haven't either, but I've seen it in the stores everywhere. Yeah, I'm super intrigued. I want to check it out, but I'm curious about it. That's why
Just
I thought
another
maybe one of
thing
you
for
guys
us to
might have-
play. Eventually.
Add it to D&D.
I know we've budgeted time. We've tried to budget time for
Yeah.
the weekend of okay, we're gonna go here and do these. I think we're gonna be there
I think we're gonna be there all
24/7.
day every
Bring
day. Yeah.
Kyle's gonna be hitting up the Monster Energy booth,
Yeah.
punching some
Guys, are
drywall.
drywall for him to punch. So
Did we plan that? Was that on the list? Was that a great segue? The Monster Energy?
I don't think there's any drywall at BMO now. They were planning for Kyle.
Kyle's gonna have a broken hand.
Well, damn it, Kyle. Because Monster Energy is so we had dinner with them.
We made this drywall out of steel.
We went to a downtown restaurant. It was awesome. And they brought a sneak peek. They were like, listen, we got our booth design. We wanted to show it to you.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. Because we knew it was 900 square feet. We had no idea what it was. So they show it to us. And I've got 20 years in rock and roll. So anything that is constructed out of steel trussing, I'm
Yeah.
right.
So
Yeah.
So they show me this thing. I'm like, ugh. So it is completely made out of steel trussing and fiberglass levels. They've got the Monster Energy logo cut into it, laser cut. And all the green lights are lighting up everywhere. And it's a pinball arcade.
I was gonna guess Tommy Lee's getting upside down.
I just thought there was going to be a dirt bike pit, one of those things. It's just the circle.
So it is it's sick. So they're giving obviously, samples of Monster Energy the whole week, but the highest score of the pinball each hour gets prizes from them as well.
And this isn't just a sneak peek. We actually have, if you go to our Facebook page and
Oh,
you
yeah,
scroll
yeah.
down a little bit, they've got the video of this whole setup happening in the United States, so you can see what it's going to look like.
That's so cool.
That's really cool.
Kyle's gonna start the demolition on the saddle. Shotgun a monster and go start.
You only need
one piece of
monster.
drywall at a time.
Yeah. One monster is 6 hours worth of work.
You're welcome, Flames
it works
Foundation.
out.
Start on that new arena early.
There you go.
Yeah, so I mean that is going to be. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see that puppy setup.
So do you guys have like a forecast for how many people you think are gonna be there for the weekend?
Oh man, we get asked this question on the daily, and in a first year event, it's so hard to predict. So we have a lot of complimentary tickets floating around in the market, as we do with any. That's one of the business models we utilize because you got to pack it right. First year event. in a 20,000 square foot facility, no problems. We're 250,000 square feet. No one's done an event in a first year show, taking the entire place up. So it's a lot to ask. We've got a lot of comp tickets out there, but we're hoping that we're going to see a minimum of 20 to 30,000 is what we're hoping for. I would project that fast forward 3 years, our show is 80 to 100 grand a year.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, we gotta fill up that new BMO.
Yeah.
When it's done,
Right.
put that center full, and
Well, hey, get that center full and then go over to the new, go to the Salad or the old Salad because it'll still be there.
Yeah.
And hopefully bid on some much larger esports activations where with the $1 million prize pools and try to get into that
let's
circuit,
go.
right?
Exactly.
So
Absolutely.
Jumbotron
Are
gaming.
you planning on trying to keep GameCon like a Calgary thing, or are we trying to go like?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is
So I know this is like long-term thinking,
So
but
two things. One, I'm a Calgarian. So I love everybody that's listening that's Calgarian. Go Flames, go! All that.
screw you, Edmonton.
Oh, you're really gonna hate me now.
Oh no.
We got the management from Vancouver Convention Center flying down on Saturday to see our event, and then we have been already poked, I think, by Edmonton through Memory Express and some other guys. Then they're showing interest. So we've got other cities coming to because there isn't room to do more than one of these events. Like back to what Mark had said at the beginning. The companies that we talk to, and I hope they're not listening and getting mad at me because they're all amazing companies, but we had to convince a lot of them that Canada was worth coming. Canada has the fans that are worth being here and bringing the big setups for.
Damn right we do.
Yeah. Damn right we do. And there's a reason why all these events that we see, and they're always just pipe and drape and posters and little screens and stuff like that, and we don't get to see the big setups that you see in Seattle and Vegas, so it took we pulled every chip. We called in every favor from every corporate person we knew to make this happen. And so, that's, here's where we're at. And if we succeed, there definitely isn't room for, we'll do one in Vancouver, one in Edmonton, one in Calgary.
No, that's too much.
They've already flat out said, if this works, you guys will be it. So good for you for being the first ones to do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
But the risk is real and the struggle's real too, right?
But we both want to.
We want to keep it here in Calgary, but there's a lot of other politics involved too.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I want to get into politics here, but I mean, there's
No.
Now we just want to bring it really down.
Let's take it down.
it's gonna kill the vibe.
we need more help. We need more help from the city. Put it that way. We haven't really had any help from the city. So and we've got other cities going, hey, we want to throw a bunch of help your way. We want this next year. So at the end of the day, we want to keep it here. Could it move to Vancouver? Yep. Could it move to Edmonton? Possibly.
Yeah.
We do know that we've got a big company that wants to partner with us, and they want us to immediately go east if we're successul. So then it would be GameCon Canada West and East.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll see what
That's
that
what I
looks
was
like.
going to say.
Right?
You beat me to my next question.
GameCon Quebec.
Montreal or Toronto. And we
Yeah.
already had a couple guys
big
on
ones.
the phone with us that are like, it better
Could
be.
see that.
No, I can't do the accent.
Don't try. Yeah, don't try.
So it's hopefully we'll stay here in Calgary.
I'm excited. Personally, like if I'm going to just put my personal opinion on it, that new facility being built next year at the BMO Center is gorgeous. It's going to allot us probably a third more space.
Yeah.
And it is state of the art. It is gorgeous. It's kind of primed for the next level of what GameCon Canada could turn into in 2024.
So it could level up, one might say.
Yeah. Absolutely. So I mean, I'm putting my 2 cents in. That's something I would like to see.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
All right, Calgary, do your part.
Yeah.
Show up. Show up, damn it.
Not wrong.
So one of the things that actually jumped out at me when I was like looking into, again, us doing our due diligence, and we don't not like full background checks, but that guy that was following you.
Yeah.
Are we bringing up parking tickets now?
Yeah. But I actually found it really cool that like every portion of ticket sales was actually being donated to Child's Play charity. Can you talk to us a bit more about what that is and why you felt that was so important to include?
Yeah, it's super important. We actually include a major charity in every event we have done over the past decade. I feel it's important to help the community. If you can help yourself and you can do a good job and you can support your team and yourself, then you should be doing something for your community. It just makes sense. So with this, we wanted to do something big, right? Mark's got a kid. I have 2 kids. I've got a 10-year-old and 8-year-old. All our friends do, right? And so we thought, the perfect opportunity was to partner with someone like Child's Play. which coincidentally is a Reed Pop. It's a PAX
Yep.
based charity.
Yep.
We just called them and said, hey, listen, guys, like you guys are doing stuff across the globe for children's hospitals. This is perfect. So with the Child's Play Charity Initiative, we are giving partial proceeds from our tickets. We got a few other cool things that are happening, raising money for this as well that we'll talk about. But we are going to try to outfit 140 child welfare facilities with gaming consoles, gaming equipment, computers. MSI actually stepped up. So they became the official...
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah, official part. They're going to provide laptops for all these locations. And so hopefully we raise enough that we can just hammer out everybody's wish list, because we've gone to these hospitals and submitted them wish lists. What do you want?
Right.
You know, you need 30 computers and 40 TVs, put it on the wish list. We're going to try to do it, right? You need one or two, like whatever it is. We're going to try to make sure we fulfill something for everybody. Right. So that's what we're doing. And we're raising money in a bunch of different ways. Grizzly Paw. So, I mean,
let's talk about it.
We're drinking Grizzly Paw. Folks.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So with this Grizzly Paw, they actually jumped in as well. So we got like 10,000 cases of Grizzly Paw that are out in the market. And so this is, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this real quickly. This is an alcohol-free event. This is a family-friendly event. There's no liquor here, but we wanted to do this to capture our 18-plus audience, because I mean, look at the room, right?
Yeah.
So they're giving partial proceeds from all of these to the Child's Play Charity Initiative.
Oh, awesome.
That's
And for
amazing.
anyone listening, because there are packs out there, it's the Grizzly Paw multiplayer mixer, and it's a mixed pack, and you can actually find prizes. You find the golden can, you win celebrity meet and greets. You find the green can, you might win an Xbox. Like, there's a whole bunch of prizes. And then right when we thought that was the top, they said we want to be the official soda as well, and they did the same thing. And a bunch of Sobe Safeways and co-ops across Western Canada, and it was like 300 pallets of soda or something, are out in the market. Like full skid displays in these grocery stores, and you can win prizes and the whole 9 yards. So
Grizzly Paw soda is really good.
It's insanely delicious.
Show camera.
Way to go, Grizzly Paw.
I've got a golden
And it's,
ticket.
like I said, the pricing is nuts. Like, it's all access weekend passes, it's celebrity meet and greets. You got Xboxes, you got PlayStations, you got Nintendo Switches, you win board games. Like, there's a lot. Like, if you're lucky enough to pop one of these cans, there's a lot of good stuff you can win.
Listeners, if you see these out in the wild, jump at it.
Better pick one up.
Pick them up for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't do anything for you though if you buy it after GameCon Canada and win something like an all access pass.
Don't touch it. Yeah.
Get it before the event.
Be proactive, people. Come on.
Open it before the event.
You have all access to nothing.
Nailed it.
So, like, I know this might be hard to nail down, but like, what part do you feel most excited about? I mean, again, this is a very broad con that I
touched on some of it.
I know.
But
I can't believe how much stuff is there.
You go first, man. I don't know.
You can. Okay. Let's get individual opinions here.
There's so much on here.
So much room for activities.
Here's my favorite thing, and I know this is going to be kind of a little bit of a cop out, because I can't really pick who could pick one favorite out of placing this together for 2 years. My favorite thing about this event is one word, and it's variety.
Yeah.
Right? Because at this con, we've got video games, we've got board games, we've got esports, we've got escape rooms, we've got cosplay, we've got
laser tag.
Laser tag. We've got a 1,400 board game rental that's happening on the tabletop side, and that's between Tabletop YYC, and it's also through Falcon is our other one. We've got all the, like you said, all the tournaments that are happening. It's just when you walk into this, we've got check out this. We've got cosplay horses. Like
what?
Animals.
Welcome to Calgary.
When we were talking,
those are just called cowboys and cowgirls. That was not Red Dead Redemption or anything. It was just normal.
That guy just lives half hour away. That's how we got here.
they're the Society of the Tilted Lance, and they're going to be there. So it's also the official chill out zone for GameCon Canada. So it's outside the event. They literally build this like Elven Forest set, and you're going to see horses like the Zelda horse, horse dressed up in like orc armor, full knight armor, and you go take pictures and you chill out and you support them, and it's just like, that's what I mean. It's just, there's so much stuff, and that is one of the things that, and if you look at our website, you download our app, it's all there, but like, good luck.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah.
what's happening, right? You're just like, you're just going to click. Like, oh my goodness,
I mean,
right?
I think at the end of the day, what we're hearing is just show up.
Yes, of course.
You know,
There will be something
show up,
for you.
and
Yeah.
it's going to be something that's going to suck you in. You
Yeah.
know, I mean,
Prepare for stimulus overload.
Set a budget.
Trevor, you sound like a gambling commercial. Set a limit.
I'm
Stay
looking at a
within.
map that has a giant Memory Express square in the
Yeah,
middle.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
That's just like a danger zone for me.
That will be a day. Show specials. Show specials you can't
Oh.
get anywhere else but GameCon Canada. It's going to be amazing. But I will say this.
Holy cow.
These 3 logos are very important. Because, okay, so I'm 43. Chris is 42. Yeah, that's right. Younger than me. I keep having to remind myself that painful fact. But
We're not counting here, guys.
yeah. When we started playing games, you know, for the kids at home, P.S., it wasn't cool. You know, like you were not, there was no esport arena to join. There was no, way to go, man. What did you do? I stayed in my basement and played games. You know,
Yeah.
it wasn't a cool thing.
Yeah.
But now it is something that is accepted. It's inclusive and it's a career. So I'm going to name these 3 right now. I'm going to name drop because it's very important. We've got the University of Calgary, we got the Lethbridge College, we've got Northwest College from Edmonton, and they are all bringing massive booth setups to show our attendees that even while they're playing games and having fun, if you want a career in this, here are the post-secondary programs that we can get you.
Beauty.
yeah.
Love it.
Right?
That's
Let's get
amazing.
the jobs
Yeah.
to Alberta,
It's
right? So
incredible,
that
yeah.
was a very big message.
How the hell do I follow that? He just talked about the whole show.
But what do you think is cool, Chris?
My favorite thing is
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is coming in.
Like, what is my favorite part?
What are you most excited about? I mean, yeah.
What am I most excited about? I think for me, besides the fact that we're both hardcore gamers, that's Monday morning, right? Monday morning for an hour and a half. What games do we play this weekend? What do we do? Like we waste a good hour and a half doing that.
Perfect. It's not a waste.
I like
It's
that.
not a waste. It's not a waste.
waste.
Yeah, I'm just for any of the border listening. Anyways, but no, for me, I think it would be the fact that we have. I mean, we've got so many big projects under our belt. This will be the largest project our company has undertaken, and the impact that it's going to bring to the industry, to the community. The jobs it's going to create. If you got a chance to read our economic impact report, they're projecting that it's going to bring $28 million to the city of Calgary. Wow.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
This,
Nuts.
to me, like I'm coming a little bit off the nerdy side. I'm coming from the business side. Like this is a big deal for our company and a big deal for our city.
Yeah.
And I'm most proud of that. I'm proud that we're able to take you know, everything we've learned over the past, you know, 15, 20 years. Some of our corporate partners and people that we were able to reach out to pull this off and make it happen. So for me, it's it's just the sheer caliber of this event and what we're doing.
I think
You got
that's
some big names too.
yeah. Well, and I think that's kind of what, you know, with a bit of a soft spot for some of us in the pod as well, is obviously a lot of it being so locally focused. You know, we're all born and raised, you know, from Calgary, so obviously we're biased.
Yeah.
You know, but then you know, myself and Trevor, local. We work for local companies too.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, anytime we get to see stuff like this kind of come out of nowhere and really start to grow and just to see the excitement, you know, even some of the people that we've talked to about this event and what's happening, and they're, you know, just it's really exciting
Well, you look-
to see all that.
Yeah, you look at things like the Comic Expo has become huge in Calgary.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like this is the other side of the nerdy coin, I guess. But I mean, when the Comic Expo first came, I think it was sold out. Like people went nuts.
Yep.
And it just shows it's like that, you know, that's a big thing here. It's not
There's a big market. There's a bunch of nerdy fucking people in Calgary.
It's what we do here. It's what we do.
Absolutely.
we farm and we drill oil, and when that's done, we go home and play video games.
And we read comics and we just indulge.
We paint our Warhammers.
Fucking right.
You know, I guess that's something that, you know, we do want to message too. At least we want to say out loud because we're pretty proud of this too. We have a very small, but we're very proud. And the reason I say it's small is because we've got, you know, like over 200 vendors coming to this thing, right? But we've got 32 artists that are coming, and it's just hyper focused. Like when you walk into that tabletop hall, you have 2 rows of artists, and that's it.
Love that.
You know, and I just think that is really cool, and they're all mostly local, and it's just like, I think that's really fun. to add to the show as well, to be able to represent that.
Absolutely.
And I can't, I've seen some of the art that they do, and I've seen some of the renderings of what they're bringing, and it just looks fantastic.
Yeah,
I mean, my wallet's not going to be happy.
No.
But
Well, you gotta support the artist.
Hey,
But your
absolutely.
heart will be.
my heart will be full. Yeah, my heart will be full. My wallet will be empty.
Yeah.
So straight up.
It's a good day.
Good way to live life.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, speaking on the art side of things, there's also cosplay contests as well.
All right, so here's this is my favorite. This is one of my favorite stories.
Okay.
All right.
So Chris and I were designing the show 2 years ago, and we're like, okay, we got games, we got board games, we got video games, we got tournaments. We're just, we have this massive table that we have at the office in the boardroom, and we sketch out all the stuff we want to do. We're like, we're gonna have a cosplay fashion show. The reason I'm saying fashion show is because that's what we were rolling out with in the beginning. So we start advertising this. It's not very long before we get contacted by the cosplay community DMing us on our socials going, what the hell are you guys doing? And we're like,
Oh, no.
what are you talking about? It's a cosplay fashion show. Oh, cool, that's going to be. It's like, fashion show gives a shit about a fashion show. Competition, like, give us something.
Right.
Because it's like, and if the cosplay community in Canada, in Alberta, in Calgary, it is impressive.
Yeah.
Like, people don't mess around, man. Like, they come out in full gear, and it was like, okay. So it turned out from, a fashion show to meeting Living the Dream Cosplay and Maker Fish Meal.
Yeah.
And they came to us, and our entire management team, and then it just blew up, right? It's like
Perfect.
3 tiers of competition. Let's do it. We had the largest cash prize pool in cosplay, period.
Wow.
In Western Canada.
Oh,
We got
really?
10,000 cash, 5,000 in prizing, which is mostly private dates with you guys. We'll work it out later.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Sounds good.
we're going to auction you off. Yes, I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah.
All right.
But,
right.
My volunteers tribute.
Take over the team.
Somebody had to do it.
Somebody's got to step up.
But yeah, so I mean, that is massive. And then this is one of the coolest things is that we went even bigger on this. So at the top of this, at the flyers you see here, we've got 3 massive cosplay celebrity judges that are adjudicating this thing. So we've got Kim Patsu, we've got Gladzy Kai, who's from Calgary, and we've got Axel. And I will say this about Kim Patsu. Dang. In December, she got voted out of the Las Vegas Awards the #1 cosplayer of the year.
Dang.
That is one of our celebrity cosplay judges that are adjudicating, and it's no bullshit.
No.
The show is the show, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be hour and a half intermission. We're giving out prizes. Like that stage time is like welcome, blah blah blah. Like it is seconds. What they're doing for 8 hours before that is like a back room that's a green room redesigned, and these cosplayers come in and they check how much of the costume you made, how your gluing is, how your stitching is. Like, is that real foam? Is that painted foam?
Yeah.
Did you use brushes or did you use
this is like meticulous.
technical.
Yeah, like this is not a.
Take it down to the mechanic shop and put it up on the lid. What's that
I've never
underbody?
cosplayed. I think the closest I've been to cosplay was dressing up as a banana with my kids for Halloween. But that's one of my favorite stories.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
So this guy,
Yes.
I am a banana.
I was proud of this, but
Yeah.
yes, please go. Tell the story.
he went through a phase where he got like really ripped and
I did.
and was working out, and so him and his wife, who are big into this stuff too, and they went to the Calgary. Was it Calgary Expo?
It was Calgary Expo. We're fans of Calgary Expo. I go every year. Love them.
And he goes as Logan Wolverine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Go with
And-
Wolverine.
He's
100%.
Wolverine.
100%.
Yeah.
The
And,
chops.
I'm pretty sure I've seen you there.
I had the chops, I had the muscle t-shirt.
Yeah.
I didn't have veins, but who the hell starves themselves for water for 24 hours? But anyway, I was looking good.
called steroids.
Continue.
And some kids ran up and they're like, it's old man Logan.
Oh! Not just some
Boom,
kids.
roasted.
It was like every time I turned a corner, it wasn't like, hey, you're Wolverine. It's like, oh man, Logan, right? Like after his prime, like, yeah, you nailed it. I'm like,
You got that.
Yeah, totally what I was going for.
yeah, it's like the TV dinner phase of his career.
I was ready to follow him. I was smacking.
Right? But yeah, it's cool. And like Calgary Expo, because we do go to that event all the time. We're plugging them a lot. Not sure why, but nothing happens for cosplayers, right? They come out, they do that work.
Yeah.
They walk the streets with the parade. They're not getting paid to be there. This is because they love it.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make sure that we're doing something that is giving back to them and showing that we recognize that and that we're trying to do something back for you. Was the idea. So
That's
And
awesome.
This also has like a bit greater implications too, because I'm actually a teacher, and my school has a fashion program. The teacher is actually talking to her recently. She's talking about the implication of having this cosplay and being a part of this on the weekend, and how it's going to affect her program at school, because she can shape it.
What?
I'm not going to say.
Kyle said he missed you. He said that one of you came to his school.
We have 6 schools participating.
So I'm trying to keep a little low key.
Off the air.
We'll chat off the air. But
cool.
I found that was really, really cool, that like the greater implications of what you're doing in the outreach. Because like I saw your posters at my school and was like,
Wait a minute.
whoa.
They didn't get arrested.
Yeah.
We were on campus.
Hold up a tick.
Yeah. So I saw it. I was like, that's interesting. I just got an email from them with media passes. It was very, very
Cool.
It was very weird. But
Well, for us, it was. I mean, we wanted to. I actually. So, I mean, we're not supposed to name high school. Can I name schools or no? I graduated from Lord Beaverbrook High School.
yes, I mean you can list off the schools that are participating.
Yeah,
absolutely.
so that's where I graduated from, and we'd heard through the grapevine that they had now introduced cosplay in 10, 20, 30 into high schools, and we're like, what? And so let's just give them a call real quick and see. So we got through, and actually it was the teacher at Lord Beaverbrook. She's actually the one that started the program 6 years ago that the other schools are now adopting, and it's kind of going around. Okay. And so we just said, hey, listen, what if we were to give every one of the students free tickets, all access to come to this thing from those courses, so that they can see and be a part of this.
Yeah.
And let's do something where the schools can compete. And we took some money and put it aside for the schools. Next year, we got a couple big companies, small company that was like, yeah, like next year, like it was too close.
Right.
He's like, well, maybe we'll throw 15, 20 grand in, and it'll just be for those high schools.
Holy.
Right, to help those programs.
Yeah.
And for us,
To help
once again,
fund
back
them.
to the community side.
Yeah.
Love it.
Phone's
Yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
Foam is expensive.
It's ridiculous. And just to get these kids the opportunity to see what it's like, because it's to kind of to your point, it's there's more to it than just fun and cosplay. This can turn into a career. It can get into the movies.
Yeah.
Costume.
It goes.
Yeah.
And we're going to be doing some
Never
more
ending.
Keep Alberta rolling, hopefully for this, because that little Easter egg I gave you earlier. But it's there's a big crossover between video games and movies, and we're a province trying to bring a lot more movies to Alberta.
Yeah.
So there's a crossover here.
That's amazing.
Yeah, this is more than us just being nerdy. There's some like economic stuff here happening.
And I think the success of Last of Us as well,
Oh,
Big time.
like huge, like for the province and just for gaming movies.
Yeah.
I mean, on a previous episode, we've talked about like really shitty adaptations
A lot of shitty
of video games to movies.
Right. Yeah.
But like again, like Last of Us in Alberta, it was so refreshing to see your province
So cool.
in a show,
Right.
Yeah.
and be like, I recognize that spot.
But like the last time I remember that happening, what the hell was that movie with Steven Seagal on the bridge?
shit!
Oh, yeah.
It was, and I'm pretty sure
It wasn't Exit. Was it Exit Wounds?
maybe. Yeah,
It was with DMX, right?
DMX
Yes.
was in it.
Yeah.
100%.
I was gonna say, it's like
Yeah,
it's
excellent.
not Cradle to the Grave.
No, Exit Wounds. I feel Exit Wounds. That's gonna bug me now.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I think that's that's the really exciting thing, is like just this whole industry is becoming mainstream.
Yeah.
You're talking about high schools and everything like that. I mean, we are all incredibly nerdy, and I'll be the first to admit, back in high school, that was something that I didn't share very much.
Yep.
But now seeing programs being introduced in schools and it becoming more mainstream. I mean, hell, my parents do not care about gaming in the slightest, and they watched The Last of Us start to finish and loved it.
Wicked.
Yeah.
And so it's cool to see little things like that. We're
100%.
slowly coming out of the woodwork. We're multiplying.
Yes, we are.
Like a
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just cool to see for
A
sure.
bunch of raging Kyles on Monster.
Streets. Hide your drywall.
No
kids.
drywall.
Hide your drywall.
1v1 me, bro.
Okay, that's actually a good segue. So, like, I know you guys have, like, we have a bunch of different games that people are competing in over the weekend.
Yeah.
But if you had to choose one yourself that you could win a tournament,
Best chance.
what's
already know.
your best chance of like coming out on top of a gaming tournament? What would it be?
Fortnite.
Oh,
really? Okay.
instantly. Just had it.
No
right away.
hesitation.
Oh, no
at all.
hesitation. And the cool thing is, I'm playing with my son right now. This is a bonding thing for us.
Oh yeah.
And we're taking W's like 2 or 3 a night. Just,
Oh, dang.
hell yeah. We're
He's
like,
legit.
Yeah, we're up there.
Not fucking
Okay,
around.
but the real question is, are you build mode or no build Fortnite?
That's a
Okay,
serious
that's
question.
good. That is a serious question.
wants to
I'm
build a cabin, you know?
I'm not doing build. I'm doing zero build.
Yeah.
Zero
Yeah, we're
build.
doing zero
Okay.
where
build,
I'm at.
and it was just some of these kids, man, they build a tower it's like 30
Yeah.
seconds, and you're
Nuts.
like, I can never shoot you, you know?
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah, exactly. Trev, their hand looks like a N64 controller.
Yeah.
Just a perma blister in the middle.
Right in the middle. Yeah.
Did you work in a mine?
No.
Fortnite.
The children yearn
Mario
for the
Party.
mines.
Yeah.
I don't like personally between like if like as far as competitive games. I don't play many. I really enjoyed Valorant. I got into it for a bit. Haven't played many games since we started GameCon Canada. Not gonna lie to you. But
With all these oodles of time you have planning just
Yeah.
these
People
little...
need to recognize the sacrifice.
But I'll
Like,
tell you about
Yeah,
one game that I want to put a highlight to because it blew my mind. And I'll tell you a quick story. Last year, my best friend came to visit me, and he usually stays for about 10 days. And in those 10 days, I love my family, I love my daughter, but I don't see them much because we go in the basement and we geek out huge on gaming. So we played Warhammer 40K Chaos Gate for 10 days straight.
Yeah.
Right? 10 days straight.
Yeah.
And it was awesome. Fast forward 6 months. We get an introduction from Radu Morrison, who's actually he's a fantastic indie developer from Calgary. He'll be there. His company's Vivid Helix. He gives an introduction to a guy in Winnipeg, which is where I was from. This is where I was born. And I'm like, okay. So I talked to this guy, and he's like, yeah, no, I own Complex Games. And I'm like, it sounds familiar. And I'm just like, oh my God, that's the logo before Chaos Gate opens. I'm like, wait a minute, did you write Chaos Gate and you're from Winnipeg? He's like, yeah, and we want to come to your show. I'm like, yes! No! So I'm going to just do a shout out. Booth 125, you can get to play Chaos Gate, right?
That's
Game
sick.
and Hunters at GameCon Canada. One of the best turn-based strategy games ever. So I'm just going to put that
Not to be confused with Chaos Bane, which we played the shit.
We have played the shit out of that.
Yeah, we played the shit out of that, yeah.
well, I mean, let's keep it going. I'm interested. So next, you guys answer the question.
Oh,
Of all of this, it's probably going to be Mario Kart.
Nice.
From 64, that was like our first thing Kyle and I
Yeah.
played. We are brothers, by the way, if you can't tell by the baldness. It would be Mario Kart. I think I played every single one at some point. And that was like that point of pride. In high school, you go over
Yeah.
someone have the N64 and you just crush.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just like super drifting.
Yeah.
yeah.
I know what it's going to be for Daryl.
Oh, yeah, and if anybody that knows me knows
Yeah.
it's Fall Guys.
100%.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like the only, I think, 30 dub player at this table.
Now, if you had Injustice or Mortal Kombat on here,
That's a different
okay,
story.
you
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
Daryl all weekend. Be fighting kids at that booth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, if there was a Mortal Kombat booth there,
I'd be over there.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me to get.
we would
You don't have
lose
to tell me to get over there.
Lights
I'll be
out.
there.
yeah, we lose
Lights
Daryl for
out.
the weekend.
We might lose him to Street Fighter a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. You're gonna have to come back to me because I don't win very much.
That was the fall in Fall Guys.
He's just the guy.
This guy.
He's
That
just
works.
the bean guy.
Yeah.
Just the bean guy.
Oh, fuck.
Well, same thing for me. Anybody that knows me, it's Street Fighter all day.
Nice.
I grew up playing Street Fighter 2 with my older brother. Used to beat the shit out of me as a kid. I was terrible
In
at
Street
it.
Fighter,
In
just
Street
like-
Fighter. I mean, Street Fighter
No.
and outside of Street Fighter. And
column A,
so,
little column B.
I've got a soft spot for that franchise. Put a ton of hours into it. Street Fighter 4, probably one of my all-time favorite fighting games for sure.
Okay, so I'm going to let you know something kind of fun. So on the mega stage, 1 hour a day, we have something called the free play. So we will be playing Street Fighter, we'll be playing Smash Brothers. It'll be on the mega stage, and it's a really cool system. So we're working with a company that wrote a program called RPS, Rock, Paper, Scissors. So we put a code up on the screen, and then they can do up to like 5,000 contestants, and then you all play rock, paper, scissors until you get down to the winners, and then those are the people that get to go up and do the free play
sick.
on the mega stage.
Oh, wow.
So it'll
That's
be
really
like
cool.
So it's like playing a game while waiting to play a game.
Yeah.
But then
Oh, that's awesome.
so we'll be doing that as we whittle down. So you'll be playing one match, and then we do the next round of winners, next round of winners.
Yeah.
So for an hour, you get to play on the mega stage for free.
Wow.
Hey,
That's
this is like the
this is-
technology advances.
Yeah,
that
that's what we need,
that's
right?
what we need, yeah.
None of this like $3,500 VR bullshit. shit.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Okay, it's not a competitive game, but I think Diablo 3 would be my
Nice.
My-
It's not on the
winner.
tournament list, Kyle.
Okay, I'm
You're
sorry.
cheating.
Are you doing D4?
Pick one that's in the event.
Full disclosure.
Full disclosure,
Yeah.
we bought the deluxe to start early.
Yeah, you
Yeah, we did.
Friday night, we all got together at Jordan's house, had a like old school LAN party, PS5s all across the board.
Yeah.
We played from like 4 until
1:30 in the morning.
Nice work.
Yeah.
And we literally set this up. Jordan was on vacation out on the West Coast. We got his keys and we were in his house when he got home from the airport straight
Nice.
into Diablo.
Yeah.
Like, that was
That is awesome.
because that was actually how this podcast was born. So
was
during
Diablo
the
3.
pandemic, we all re-downloaded Diablo 3 for some reason to say, hey, let's just play something together and just shoot the shit. And,
Hell yeah.
Stay in touch.
and we crushed that game.
Oh my
Like,
god.
We all
every other
platinumed
day.
it.
Yeah.
We played a lot of Diablo 3.
Yeah.
And we decided we were funny enough after
Yeah.
all our bullshitting.
Yeah.
Despite
no.
our- my-
Force it on the world.
yeah. Yeah.
Whether they liked it or not.
To enlighten the world
Yes.
with our hilarity.
Enlighten?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think everyone's getting dumber listening to this.
Yeah, probably.
Still fun.
Either way.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about you guys a bit more then.
Okay.
I want to know what you're playing right now, or because you did say you allot yourself a bit of time Monday mornings.
Yep.
Ease yourself into the week, which is a great idea. What are we playing?
Honestly, man, I've been so stuck into Fortnite because like me and my kid are playing
Yeah.
Fortnite all the time. But you know, I'll dabble. Right now, I dabble in a little bit of Call of Duty if I got time. I did pick up. Oh damn! What the hell is it called? Dead Island. Is it Dead Island 2 or
Yeah.
Dead
Yeah.
Island 2? I did pick it up, but I immediately had to stop because I'm like, I'm gonna start wasting too much time, and I got too much to do with game content.
It's a time sink,
right? Yeah, it's a time
Yes,
sink, right? Like
yes.
it's because I'll get into that.
Hold off on Diablo then.
Yeah, but I mean,
This is post
You're
event.
preaching to the choir.
I'm gonna throw one out there because we actually are gonna be. We've got a video game company. It's a passion project. It's one of the things that also sparked this whole thing. I am really big into open world survival PC games. So like Rust, like Ark, Survival. I get big into that. Like, you know, we got a group of friends. We call ourselves the Cleaning Crew, and we think we're hilarious. And I'm Drano, and we got Mr. Clean, and everyone thinks it's like, it's just, you know, like right.
I love theme.
That's awesome.
We're themed, and we shit talk kids that are, you know, I mean, like it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Are you us?
We're definitely one of you. That's for sure. So I mean that like if I had to pick, and if that's like as soon as GameCon Canada's done, that's what I'll get back into,
Yeah.
and that's the game that we're trying to design is going to be the next big open world survival.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the one that just came out?
Sons of the
Sons
Forest.
of the Forest. That's my jam.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that a
good.
lot. Yeah. Really good.
Yeah, it's good. It just lacks the multiplayer capability of having like 125 people surviving
Yes.
on the
Right.
same
Yeah,
simultaneously.
yeah.
And it's like, are you going to be cool and be friends,
Yeah.
or are you going to like raid them and take their shit?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's me. I'm like, that's all I do. So,
So you're a pirate.
Nice house. I hope it burns well.
We should have changed the slogan of the shirt to bring your A game to raid them and take their shit.
There's still time.
Got a couple weeks. You have a fortnight, right?
Yeah.
Too many shirts printed. No, we're done.
What's two more?
Yeah. Right.
I've specifically not bought Diablo 4 for that reason because
Yeah.
I know I'll get into it. But like I said, I literally haven't had time to play games in the past probably year and a half. But I'll say this. My favorite thing that ever came to light was Divinity Original Sin 2. Now, the game itself was
yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
But when I clicked that GM mode button, I
Really?
went down a hole for 4 years and I wrote 4 campaigns fully decked out for people to
God.
play. I got
Wow.
70,000 people that downloaded. Like, it was the
He's got-
fun, because like what you guys are doing,
shit.
Yeah.
that's what I would do. I would write a campaign throughout a year,
Yeah.
and then we'd all go to Winnipeg, where I'm from, right? We'd rent an Airbnb, and we would play a Divinity Original Sin 2 campaign that I wrote and I would lead my friends through an
Wow,
adventure.
that's awesome.
It was nuts. Oh my God, it was
That's
so
some next level nerd shit.
Yeah, that's
And
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
yeah. I appreciate that.
Kyle also
Yes.
runs. He's also our DM. For
Yes!
some very hilarious Dungeons and
We're the
Dragons.
crocodile hunters.
So here's a little inside information which I can tell you. So I've been in contact with Larian Studios,
Oh.
emailing back and forth between Sven. Now he said that there's no way that he could come to 2023, right? Because Baldur's Gate is coming out in August.
Yes.
The whole team
Yes.
is like, this is it.
Full steam ahead, yeah.
So I got passed over to his left-hand, lieutenant. And it was funny because, he was the first email was very, hey, we see your show. Thank you for emailing. It's not going to work out. Thanks for everything. Done. It was just like, okay, well, I guess that's not going to work out. But I sent him all the links to my campaigns. And I got an email back 15 minutes later because I did game trailers for them.
Yeah.
So next
Oh, yes.
Next level.
So he watched the live succession game trailer. I get an email back. He's like, you can email me whenever you want. We will be in contact for 2024. I love what you did. Don't lose my email.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
But to his credit, he has like 70,000 people playing his campaign.
Yeah,
Like,
that's like,
crazy.
dude, that's wild.
Crazy.
That's
It was
crazy.
cool.
Yeah.
Really neat.
Sometimes you gotta like go the next level.
I have that on Xbox. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
You'd only get it on PC.
Ah.
Because it's a mod, right? You got to download the mod.
Is that one of the
no,
questions?
that's true.
Are we like console or PC? I feel like that's a
It
question.
was.
That's a good question, actually.
There probably is something along those lines.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna wait. I don't want to spoil it then.
No.
I always like.
No,
taking
I mean,
over
we-
questions.
We're there.
We can
We're
leave
there.
Segue right into it.
Yeah.
What was it when you said Xbox?
All the
Yeah.
way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I
Yeah.
got a huge gaming rig.
PC.
It's nuts.
And
I
you-
got a huge gaming rig from Memory Express. Just saying. That's what I bought.
That wasn't planned. That's just how it happened.
Yeah.
Also, Memory Express is great, and
Oh,
Yeah, they
I
are
think
great.
they knew us by name for a while there, Kyle.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you remember the time? So this is a way offshoot.
That doesn't
I
happen.
bought myself like a Boxing Day TV from Memory Express.
Okay.
This is when Trevor and I still lived together.
Back when they still sold TVs.
Back when they still sold TVs. My wife, then girlfriend, and Trevor's wife, now girlfriend, also was
No, other way around.
Like that.
Your
Girlfriend, now wife.
We're getting real deep in the family. Gentlemen.
Third of his name.
What school do you work at?
Don't worry, it doesn't teach English or history.
No. So anyways, our significant others both lived with us.
Yeah.
I went down to Memory Express a couple days before Boxing Day because they had their prices up already. I was like, I'm buying a fucking TV.
Yeah.
Trevor's
I came just
wife-
to help.
Yeah, Trevor's girlfriend, wife came too. We had to leave her at Chapters because I couldn't fit the TV in the car.
With all the
And
All the
her.
seats.
Yeah,
And her.
We'll be back for you.
That is a good woman.
She's like, I'll be over in Chapters. It's like,
Yeah.
cool.
Wow. It was one of those miscalculations. It was like a 60-inch TV fitting into like a Pontiac vibe.
But honey, I can't leave the TV on the side of the road.
I was like, you just carry it home.
Oh my god, that's great. That was a
Something's going on the roof, and it's not the TV.
Not my proudest moment, but
It's an MVP level.
I still get
move
shit
right
from
there,
it
though.
from my wife.
Did you set the TV up before you went back and got her? No.
No.
Babe, you should see this.
Yeah.
How's the coffee?
I'll send you a video.
It's like Costco. We've got Finding Nemo up for when you get home. It's so good.
That TV also lasted me like a shitload. Like a plasma.
Sidebar.
Yeah.
Sidebar.
Oh my god.
A deep sidebar.
You got my you got my
Yeah.
heart there, man. I still have my plasma. I'm waiting till it dies because anytime I watch someone's new TV, it looks like I'm watching a British soap opera where everyone's walking through this weird. Yeah, I'm just like, what am I looking at?
There's a setting, you can
This
change
looks
that.
like Downton Abbey. It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna leave it till
Soap opera haze.
till it's dead. Leave it till it's dead.
Oh my god.
What else we got, Kyle?
We've crushed through like a lot here.
I guess we should say this because we haven't even talked about this yet.
What's that?
Here's the good news.
Sorry,
Wait,
what was
the
before?
What was the bad news?
Yeah.
Here's the good news. So, I mean, the title is GameCon Canada, powered by TELUS, right? They're our title
sir.
sponsor. And cool thing about this is they're on for 3 years.
Oh shit.
Way to go,
It's not
TELUS.
a 1-year
Yeah.
sponsorship.
Signed that 3-year contract.
Yeah.
sir.
So this is like we are growing, right? Like we are growing with them. And for anyone that doesn't know, they're an amazing company. They've been fantastic to work with, and they're providing high-speed internet to all their vendors for free. So for a gaming conference, that is unheard of.
Yeah.
Does not happen.
No.
That is like when they brought that to the table, we were blown away, and just it's been awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
I can only imagine the bandwidth that you're gonna need.
Yeah, that's soaked up by this.
Oh
Yeah,
my
no
god.
doubt. Pretty big routers.
23rd to 25th. If you're at home and you cannot connect to Diablo 4 server,
This is why.
come down to GameCon.
Yeah.
Come down to GameCon.
Come down.
Yeah.
You're not going to get on Diablo.
Take a break.
all the time.
Yeah.
Go see some sun.
So
Touch some grass. Touch some grass. Come to GameCon.
yeah, I know we've talked about us dropping a ton of money there on like collectibles and other things. Is there anything that you guys collect like gaming memorabilia wise? I know like we brought some stuff.
Shit, yeah.
We've got Pokeballs. We've got some Funko Pops.
Shout out to Retro Edge.
We've got a buddy who makes custom sort of retro game cubes, like scenes from various like Nintendo and Super Nintendo games.
That's me.
Is there anything that you collect?
Even like retro game consoles or anything.
I'm starting. So I started with the Funko Pops. Like I
It's a
started,
gateway.
Yeah. Like, I actually didn't start. It was given to
Funko
me
Pops
for
are
a
the
birthday
weed of the,
gift. And
the
then-
collectible
I think the
community.
next birthday there was another one, and then I'm like, okay, shit, I'm committed. Let's start
Yeah.
doing this,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
and then I
yeah.
started getting into it. So I got a bunch of the Funko Pops, and I've kept all my old consoles. So I literally have,
Yes, sir.
like,
Yeah.
the Sega.
Respect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got them all. They're all sitting there in boxes and ready to be hooked up. So yeah, that's as far as I am right now. I am, if GameCon Canada is successful, we'll see. I've got some ideas on what I want to kind of upgrade myself into, like because when we were at Calgary Expo, and we actually got these guys. I think they're coming to our show as well. They've got huge figurines of like the just different Marvel characters and like the big,
the busts.
but they're like $600 to $800 a piece,
Yeah,
and,
big.
or more, right?
Yeah.
Like you want the
hard to
Millennium
break.
Falcon, it's like $2,000.
Yeah.
But it's so cool.
But it's so cool, right?
Yeah.
I want to upgrade my office into that stuff. That's what I want in the background.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
Hard to bring that home to the wife and be like, I might have dropped $1,000. Oops.
Why is the Death Star hovering above our bed?
Yeah.
It was either you or the Millennium
Yeah.
Falcon.
I sleep under the protection of
It's also a mood light.
There you go.
I'll just be fully transparent. I love dungeon crawler board games. I've been playing them forever.
Okay.
I mean, I started with, probably Heroes Quest, right? Was probably the
yeah.
first one I ever did, right?
Yes,
And
sir.
So I'm talking hundreds and hundreds
oh, wow.
of
Holy
fantasy
shit.
miniatures that
Wow.
I've painted from different dungeon crawlers. I've got like 8 expansions for Descent Journeys in the Dark. I just got Bard Sung, which was an amazing. It was actually Bard Sung was super fun because it was the first one we've ever played as a group, like our friend group, where the AI. So you can play with 5 players, and the dungeon master is the AI. And all the text is written
what?
for you, so you don't have to always have one. Because in dungeon crawlers like
Right.
D&D,
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
a role. You're bringing your friends into a world.
Yeah.
When you're playing dungeon crawler, it's like next battle, you're killing your friends. Like that is mostly here's the next room, here's some more orcs, you're gonna die, right? So to actually have your 5 players just to get to play up against the system,
Yeah.
Right.
super cool. So
Yeah.
that's So Bard Sung from Steam Forge, super fun. So that's what I collect.
I'm not showing
That's
my miniature. I started painting like a couple months ago. Look, like a 3-year-old did it, so I'm just gonna keep that around.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
can I send you some of mine?
Yeah,
Those are
awesome.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
So we know where we're going to catch you on the weekend.
I'm a tabletop. Don't get me wrong, I love video games just as much, but tabletop is my jam. I'm a big tabletop guy.
All right. Well, I'm gonna send you some shit to paint and.
Yeah, done deal, man. Yeah, done deal. Super fun. That's what. Oh, I forgot. I can't believe you didn't mention this. So speaking of tabletop miniatures, this is one of my favorite things, and I'm going to show you the map just so you can have an idea of what it is. So in a lot of cons, if you go to gaming conferences, they'll have their app just like we do. By the way, shameless plug. Download our app. It has everything you need to get. You get it. Go to GameConCanada.com. You can click the button, scan the QR code, but it's got everything you need to know. All right, so. When you go to cons, they usually say, "Where's the entrance?" And I've been to Philadelphia, I've been to Chicago, I've been to PAX's, I've been to Gamma, I've been to a lot. And usually it's like, it's by the Hilton, or look for the side entrance by the Starbucks, right? With GameCon Canada, we're going to go on a different route. So Catalyst Games Lab, who does BattleTech, they are bringing a 30-foot mech, and that will be at the entrance to the BMO Center.
Oh
You'll
my
go-
God.
The legs of this mech to get into the con.
So that can be one, right? I can put that in my
That's Trevor draw at the end of the show.
Trevor, you're gonna have to leave your wife behind.
You gotta stay back again. Yeah, one more
Strap
time.
that to the roof of my car. That's
One more time.
But yeah, like I just thought that was so cool. Like
Can't miss it.
when they wanted to bring that, we're like, absolutely, that is so cool.
Yeah.
I think BattleTech, they're doing Shadowrun. They're a fantastic company. But yeah, so when you walk up,
That's
you're going to see a 30-foot mech at the door.
Wild.
Hard
If
to
you
miss.
miss that entrance,
Yeah.
You're not allowed in. If you miss
Where
that,
do I
You
go?
get pissed off. You to Facebook messages.
get your prescription checked.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
guys should really work on making that entrance a little bit more visible.
Can we also get like some smoke so when people leave, they can run out like they're in the NFL?
Why don't we get fog machines? All right, thanks for the inspiration. That could be happening.
Yeah.
That's way better.
And
What's our budget for dry ice?
we got and we're doing some after party stuff too. So on Saturday night when you guys are there, make sure you guys are kicking around.
Yeah.
So we're actually doing we got 2 after parties kind of happening. So
You had me at after party.
if you got the badge, you could get this weekend is gonna or that weekend, not this weekend, the weekend. It's Cowboys whatever birthday, so it's gonna be busy. But your badge will get you in no line no cover till 10. But for those of us who don't want to be at Cowboys, Brett the Hitman Hart's new bar, that's where we're gonna be doing our after party, and that's
nice.
where we're gonna have like the executives and celebrities and all of us, and you guys. Like, hopefully, you guys will be there.
Yeah,
we'll find out.
We'll be there Saturday night to
I'll
have
be
some
there.
fun and yeah.
And for gamers that want to hang out at the convention, we're open till midnight on Friday and Saturday.
Right.
That's
Wait,
sick.
Sweet.
And that's
Tournament
awesome.
play to midnight.
Yeah, so we close down the
Wow.
main 3 halls, and then we have halls B and C, which have the tables. It has the MSI PC free play area.
Right.
That's also where the Valorant tournament, the Fortnite tournament, and the Fall Guys tournament is happening. And then the Warhammer laser tag arena is also
It's
staying
all
open.
oh wow.
So we're playing laser tag, we're
Oh.
geeking out, we're gaming.
Oh,
all
that's
the
a
way
game changer.
until
Absolutely.
midnight. So for Friday and Saturday.
So do we all get like souvenir MSI laptops?
Let me talk to Julia about that. All right, if I can get that going.
I could be convinced to become a PC gamer. I just
Crazier things have happened.
Just saying.
I mean, my 970 needs a little bit of
Oh,
a pick me
God,
up.
no.
So
Yeah.
All right.
Memory Express.
We know the
They'll
right
be
guy
there.
for you to talk to, so
Yeah,
we can give you the
Thank you for that. Thank you for that plug.
It's a dangerous place in a good way.
oh my
That's the
god.
best way. Yeah.
Can we talk about Calgary for a second?
Yeah.
I suppose.
I suppose.
We might as well, because these companies are coming as well, and they've been absolutely fantastic to work with. So for the escape rooms, we've got mobile escape room coming. So
Oh,
they
sweet.
literally
Yeah.
park a semi-trailer
Okay.
that has like escape rooms built into it,
Oh shit.
which is like super cool. We have the locked room coming. That's another escape room that we've got.
Yeah.
We've got 0 latency on tilt,
Oh, I've heard of
untethered VR, right? That
Yeah.
they're coming in to show what they're doing.
Didn't you guys
Sick.
win a couple hours on
That was
that?
the driving sim.
The
Right.
driving sim?
Driving
Oh,
Oh,
driving
and
sim.
Trax VR.
We got
Yeah,
that
Trax
too. Yeah.
VR.
They're one of our big sponsors.
Yes,
Yeah.
they are.
Oh.
Trax VR, they're bringing all their, and they're like Formula One only recognized VR.
Yeah, the only certified Formula One.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Which
Next
is
level
crazy.
stuff.
And me and Mark and myself, we did race, and I did crush him. By the way.
Oh,
there it is, yeah.
You get to hang on to that
And you lost
forever, too.
twice when we were doing first-person shooters at.
Oh.
Yeah, how did that story go? Yeah, there was. It was us against.
It's getting
the
real
game.
now.
It was us against the game, and they got the high score, and then Chris was shit talking me. He said, "Well, let's do PvP, and I'll crush you." And then we beat him and the owner. I was with some random dude, and
wow.
we beat him and the owner. So anyway,
So
The
I-
ringer in here.
Nobody's competitive.
yeah.
No.
In
No,
this,
not at all.
in this
Not
room,
on this
yeah.
podcast.
Not in this room, no.
We got Vmersion coming, which is super cool. And then I do want to talk about some of these organizations. Digital Alberta, they're backing us. So they are massive in the gaming space, right? Making sure that independent video game studios get the funds they need to grow the B2B industry in Alberta for video games. We've got the Calgary Game Developers Association. They got a 10 by 30 booth. It's going to be sick. It's decked out with games from a whole bunch of studios that are a part of their organization.
that's awesome.
We've got Game Camp Edmonton. They're coming down from Edmonton. Same deal. They're going to be supporting the different independent studios that are under them. We've got the Lethbridge Game Guild that's going to be coming. So we've got a lot of organizations that are working with us to grow. And honestly, this isn't for the B2C stuff, but we've also developed a really good B2B program because we bought into something called Meet to Match, which is organizational scheduling software. So all these independent companies can connect with other companies on that platform and then schedule meetings at GameCon Canada or follow up on meetings 2 weeks after. So that's a big part of this too, right?
That's
If we're
amazing.
getting all these companies here, let's get them connected, let's get them meeting.
That's wicked.
And then, because, you know,
Because it's a convention.
yeah, I mean, business is all people. So if you can get people together,
Yeah.
you know, it's just going to expand this industry that much more. So,
And indie companies, they just want to see talk to publishers.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the deal we worked out with Meet to Match is they opened up their platform to the 65 other gaming conferences around the world. So all the indie devs that are coming to our show are going to have meeting opportunities with some of the biggest publishers from around the world to help grow these Alberta-based companies and give them a bit of a boost, right?
Absolutely.
And it's free.
Yeah, and we bought in big and we gave it to them for free for year one just to make sure, right?
Like,
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
companies
what you,
charge like
Yes,
$1,000
yeah,
bucks.
yeah.
What you guys are doing for the gaming community is like people need to take note of this. Like this is pretty remarkable. You guys should be pretty
Appreciate
proud
that,
of like
man.
what
Yeah.
you have put together here.
It's definitely sounds like a labor of love. You know, it's
yeah.
something that
It's love, and then it's passion that turns obsession, and now I can't sleep at night because I got to keep on doing emails. So yeah,
sleepless nights and a little
Well, we
bit
got
of everything.
5 or 6 grizzly pot here. If
That's what my doctor said. If you have problems sleeping, just power through.
Just
a couple
crush it, you know.
I'm going to mention one more company because
absolutely.
it's not gaming, but I got to mention the costume shop.
Yeah.
So they
Yes.
are cosplay
Yes.
sponsored. They've been fantastic to work with. Super cool. And I guess we can say this now too, because I was leaving this for the end about Calgary, but we can say this now. So I mean, because this podcast is coming out next week,
Yes.
Yes.
so we're fine on
From
this.
our
Okay.
taping.
So I can say this. 2 things that are happening at GameCon Canada, which are super sick. So at GameCon Canada, we have the Chinook Center Mario Raceway happening. So what that is 10 switches hooked up to monitors, and it's a big LAN party. So 10 people get to race. Every 22 minutes, race of 4, and the winner of that race is going to win gift certificates to Chinook Center
That's
to go
crazy.
back. So that's every 22 minutes throughout the entire convention. Now,
That's nuts.
what we are doing is we are bringing the Mario Raceway to Chinook Center. And we're starting this weekend. So we have 8 gaming chairs from AK Racing. We've got 32-inch monitors from MSI. We've got a 10x10 LED wall from Beam Visuals. And we are going to be giving out all access weekend passes, scratch and win tickets for prizes, gift certificates to Chinook Center, and every single ticket that is purchased, as we know, is going to the Child's Play charity. But we're going a step further. So if you come to Chinook and visit us, whether you bought your ticket or you buy tickets from us at Chinook, we're going to give you your event badge at Chinook Center so that you can skip the line.
See you bitches at Chinook.
So we're going to be there until the 19th.
Yep.
And we're literally giving out, well, just us, not Chinook. They're matching, but we're doing $16,000 in prize giveaways. So if you want
Damn.
Wow.
some cool opportunities, if you don't got your ticket yet, you want to try to win it through Mario, whatever.
Yeah.
Come and visit us down at Chinook Center.
Yeah, check it out.
until
You think you got the Mario Kart skills?
Yeah,
You
take
got
some
the
time off
chops.
work.
Show up, people. Yeah.
Take the week off work and just go hang out.
We need volunteers.
Exactly. Come on down.
I volunteer.
Go back to the old stomping grounds.
Yeah, exactly.
I volunteer to crush kids at Mario Kart.
Yes.
Well, I mean, who doesn't want to play Mario Kart on a 10x10 LED wall?
Yeah.
You're not
You know,
going to
like-
get that opportunity.
I
Often,
mean, it's
if
better
ever.
than the old CRT,
Oh god.
no screen peek.
Blanket tape to the
Oh,
hat.
right?
Yeah.
We did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried doing the
GoldenEye
sheet
days.
to the roof
Yeah.
and hang it
Uh-huh.
down. Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, it doesn't play good on a 10x10 foot screen, GoldenEye.
Oh, yes. I'm so glad you mentioned that. That was so much of my youth. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Blow up
absolutely.
GoldenEye, it just gets worse.
Yeah, that game does not age well.
No.
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 Not
Pixels
at all.
is big.
There are some games that are meant to be played on the cathode ray TV.
Yeah.
Like there's
Yeah.
some that are just
Absolutely.
meant for that.
Yeah.
Just leave it where it was.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
now, because we're talking about retro games, it's been killing me all show not to ask, but obviously you guys have talked about being huge gamers growing up, nerding out as kids. What was the childhood console? What was the game? You know, like
Yeah.
what was
What started it?
I was about to say, that's something where we crossed over.
Okay.
He was like, Shining Force? I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Shining Force 1 and 2
Sega?
on
Oh,
Sega.
God.
Yeah.
Sega was my first console when my parents finally folded and were like, okay, we'll buy you a console, right? Like,
Yeah.
took a while. So yeah, it was Shining Force and Altered Beast, and
Yes.
Altered Beast.
yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Those are two. I mean, my favorite. I hate to say this, but my favorite franchise as a kid. As soon as I got into it, I knew I was screwed. Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
That was it. Boom.
Preach to the choir.
The story, the characters, and even like every adaptation. I can't remember which one. I think it was Final Fantasy VII. I remember like tearing up when a character passed away in the water, and I was
Oh yeah, that's 7. Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm just gonna hang out my chocobo for a bit. Like it was just crazy. Like
Emotional support chocobo.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few moments that I was like, I was
this
not.
podcast. I want to see an emotional support chocobo.
Okay,
We need to get one of those.
I think you guys should make your line right now.
We'll make it happen.
I'm on it. There's a few moments in that game I was like, I was not ready for this to hit this hard. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. And all the
Yeah.
music. I'm just
Final Fantasy. Oh, excellent scoring.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So, are there any other major surprises? I mean, you brought us in on.
just give us
a-
You did just give us the big one.
That was a good exclusive right there.
I mean, like there's some like things you guys got to play close to the vest. I know, but
There's a few big ones I would love to tell you guys right now, but you're gonna have to come to check it out and see what's happening. But
You convinced me.
I think we covered a lot. It's just
Yeah, like I said, the stuff we can't because we're under NDA. We actually can't talk about it.
I want to say it's so bad.
I can't wait.
sorry, you just putting you on the.
Oh,
Job
I mean,
spot,
we
yeah.
can say this because we
What's
know
not
this
a-
is happening and we didn't say it, and we were just talking about Mario Kart. So this is Chris's brainchild, actually. We're gonna have the Celebrity Mario Raceway.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So
Okay.
keep an eye on our social medias
Yeah.
because there's going to be 4 lucky winners that are going to get to go up and race in the Celebrity Cup against
Yeah.
Deb,
One,
Claire
2,
Craver.
3.
We're gonna do that, and we're gonna have a couple kids from the Children's Hospital get
Yes!
the as well,
I
right?
love
Make sure
that.
that they get
Yeah.
a chance to play.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
I love that.
but yeah, we want 4 lucky winners to get up there and be a part of the Celebrity Cup with these guys. And
That's sick.
Cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, that's really cool.
So that's not a. I mean,
Yeah,
it's coming out soon.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure. There's so many things I
That's something we
kind
can
of
hint
forgot
on.
about that.
Yeah,
it's just-
Man,
that's it. That's all.
so much to look forward to.
Right.
Yeah. Now, if people want to, check out the show ahead of time, kind of learn some info, where can people find you?
Honestly, it's GameConCanada.com, right? So that has links to all our socials. And literally in the first, we're talking the first half a finger scroll with your mouse or with your thumb, you're going to see a promo video, which is 46 seconds, which kind of breaks down what we've talked about as quick as we can possibly do it. If you just want a full scope.
Wait, is this one of those 8-minute things that turned into 40?
45 seconds. 45 seconds. And then right underneath that, you can scan the QR code or just click the link. The app is amazing for information because anything that isn't embedded in the app on your schedule that you can add, and that's the cool thing about the app is you can add stuff to your schedule, your personal schedule, so that it kind of reminds you of what's going on. It has the digital floor map, and honestly, guys, we are the only ones. Like I said, in the past year, I've been to 8 gaming conferences. Yeah. They are still using PDFs with drop-down pins. We have a fully interactive do a search tag on what you want to find. If you're into TCGs or games or first-person shooters, it'll light up all the booths that are there. You walk in the door, you want to find out where, Complex Games is, hit that, it goes right to where it's located. And each company has their own profile as soon as you get to their booth. That's awesome. What they're doing, their history, links to their website. So the app is pretty slick, and anything that isn't in the app, it links to the website for other stuff.
My OCD tendencies don't appreciate that at all.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
My pre-planning really appreciate
we are pre-planning this so we can be as efficient as possible. I mean,
Wow.
Let's be honest, we're there all 3 days.
Oh yeah, we'll be there.
Yes, we're going to
All
be
day,
there.
every day.
Lots of Monster Energy drinks.
Oh,
and,
lots of drywall.
Absolutely.
I apologize to Kyle and Trevor's wife in advance because they're gonna be gone.
Did you guys have any final thoughts? Things you wanted to? You guys any final things you wanted to bring to the proverbial table?
You should sign this off with it's one of my favorite messages you say to a lot of sponsored companies. But I think the important thing here is 2 years.
If you don't like our product, fuck you.
2 years getting all these companies together, right? And I'll just, Chris may not know what I'm leading to, but he says this a lot, and I always appreciate it. 2 years to get all these companies together. 2 years to convince the market that Canada is viable. So literally all we're asking for is the show is built. The show is sold out. We've worked very hard to create an entire weekend of super fun. So all we're looking for, come out, play games, hang out. That's it. Yeah. Bring your A game. Come out and have fun. That's all we're asking.
Sold out for vendors, not for tickets.
Yeah, of course.
Right. We're getting there.
We're not there yet. Working on it. Full space. That's something you always want to see with any con. It's I don't want to walk in and see half the BMO empty.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Looking at this map, I'm there's a ton of stuff to do.
Yeah, jam packed.
Yeah. So that's I think you summed it up pretty good. We just need people showing up there, and I'm not going to name drop some of the celebrities, but we got amazing celebrities this year. We've got a couple big A-listers next year that are on deck if we succeed this year.
We've got a couple, I'll just say AAA listers that are on deck for next year.
Yeah.
Daryl, things don't work out with Deborah.
Moving on up.
We would love to do that next year. We'd love to take and add 20 voice actors, and we'd love to really expand on that. Not to compete with Calgary Expo, but getting these guys down there and doing interactive experiences with the crowd, not just signing autographs.
Which is super cool.
I
love that part.
Autographs, you guys better get down there and get in quick because they have very limited times they're doing that. We had to put in their contracts.
Yeah.
We have them playing games, not signing contracts. We have them doing stuff on stage, doing things with fans, not signing contracts. So they are going to be our contracts, signing autographs.
3-year contracts.
3-year contracts. So they're going to the autographs.
Deborah, I got a contract for you.
We just signed it, please.
Can you sign off on my mortgage, please?
Don't read it.
Lawyers are for non-friends.
Can you co-sign my lease? It's crazy out here.
There you go. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
We got a lot we want to build on. We want to make this thing even bigger and better. So man, we're excited that
we have plans to make it pretty massive next year.
Yeah.
I mean, the passion and even just talking to you guys now, the heart that you put into this is really promising. I for one hope that this just pops off, and I'm really looking forward to going.
Yeah.
I'm hoping there's a huge lineup out the door and we can just walk past all of them.
Oh, yours doesn't say media. That's so
in a good way.
In our most humble voices.
Yes.
Perfect.
I really want to thank you guys for coming out.
Yeah, thank you so much.
This has been great. It's really great to get an opportunity to talk to the people that run such a fucking massive event and first of its kind. In Calgary, in Canada. I'd love to see it. And it's a great place to do it.
Well, thank you very much for having us. It's this stuff that helps, right? It's the fans, it's the people, it's you guys helping us.
Yeah.
This is how we're going to get there.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Stepping up our A game.
Yeah.
That's right.
I don't see a stain on a single shirt.
No. I showered in everything for this. It's perfect.
Well, I think that just about does it.
Okay.
Awesome. I would hope that I think this episode was good enough.
I think it was good enough.
This was a great episode.
I think it was good enough.
I'm a permanent fan, guys.
Love it.
I'm in.
Awesome.
Good night.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at GEG Podcast. Check out our website, goodenoughgaming.com, and write us an email about anything from our episodes or something you would like us to discuss in the future. You can also now join us on Discord on the Good Enough Gaming Discord server. We really appreciate you listening and hope you continue to join us on this epic adventure of discussing all things gaming and nerdy. Please subscribe to the Good Enough Gaming podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever else you listen to your podcasts, and rate us 5 stars so we can find more good enoughers in the process. Just remember, we might not be great, but we are good enough.